Hello, this is a demo of the new SnapLogic RFX agent for Google Sheets. This is a tool for automating RFX responses purely within Google Sheets and is powered by Jocelyn's SnapLogic Expert agent, the same one that powers the Auto RFP tool that Lupio uses. So this should be a really useful tool for those times where you just want to get the automated responses but don't want to go through the hassle of setting up a Lupio project, and you'd much rather just do it directly in a spreadsheet. So let's get into it. So when you click on the link to the template, this is what you're greeted with. And there's a super simple set of instructions here for you to follow. And the first thing you need to do, as this is a read-only template, is to take a copy. So we'll just do that very quickly now. Make a copy and give it a name. So here we have our copy, and we can see that we have our SnapLogic Tools plugin up here. So the first thing we can do is we need to copy in our RFX or RFP, whichever you might have, and you can delete these sheets once you've made this copy, whenever you like, but I've just got a blank one here ready to go. So over here is an example from a recent RFP. We've got our questions and some context about their as is, and a space for the answers. So I'm just going to copy this from our original RFP, and I'll come back to our sheet here and paste that into our sheets here. And then we can start by opening up the tool. So we click on SnapLogic Tools, and then we click on Start RFX Agent. It might prompt you to give it some permissions, which is what it's done here. So we just press OK, and you only need to do this the first time. Just give it all the permissions that it asks for, and click Continue. Once that's done, you'll see the sidebar pop up and see the RFX agents here. So the first thing we need to do is choose where our questions are on the sheet. So it's very simple. We just find those, we click and we drag, and we highlight the range, and then we click Confirm Question Range. And then if we have any additional context, so we have some details about the as is here, so we do the same again. We highlight that range, and we click Confirm, and you'll see that the range is populated in the box where we clicked Confirm. And then finally we do the same for the answers, where we want the answers to go. Click Confirm. Finally, we have a fourth step, which is optional. The context was optional as well, and this is also optional, and we can provide a system instruction to the expert agent to maybe provide any additional context. It might be that we want it to answer in a particular way, so you can type anything you like in here as if you were querying ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever you might use as your LLM. I won't add anything for now, but you can write in here whatever you like, and it attaches it to each question to give it a flavor of how you might want to respond. And when we're done, we just click Start Agent. You see it starts processing. We get a little pop-up to say it started, and you can see here that it goes through and it marks the first batch for processing. When it's got a little timer and processing, that means it's currently processing, so it's doing multiple ones at the same time. And then there are some down here to be processed later on. I'll skip ahead now to when it's finished. So you can see we've got our first responses back here. I just need to resize the columns a little bit. So we've got our response to our first ones. So we can come down here and you can see it's now processing the next batch of answers. Okay, so we can see that the agent has completed successfully. And if I scroll down here, you can see that we have answers to all of our questions now. I'll scroll back up to the top. So this is now complete. And that's about it. So it's super simple, really easy to use. In total, I think all of that processing took maybe 1 or 2 minutes to do 12 to 15 questions. So it's pretty quick. It does them in parallel. So yeah, I hope you enjoy using it. If you have any questions, please do get in touch with me on Slack or by email. My name is James Hollis. I'm a solutions engineer in EMEA. So yeah, get in touch if you have any questions, if you notice any bugs, or if there's any new features that you would like to see. Thanks very much.